Hey guys, there's some things with money that I just don't do. On this video, I want to talk to you guys about 7 things that I don't do with money. Now, I don't suggest that you do what I do, but I'm telling you the things that I don't do with money and what's brought me from a negative $30,000 net worth to a 7-figure net worth. Now, you don't have to follow what I do. You do whatever makes you comfortable with your money. Personal finance is personal. So what are the 7 things that I don't spend money on? The first thing I don't spend money on is I don't spend money on credit cards. I just don't believe that credit cards is for me. I stopped using credit cards back in about 2011, and I stopped using them because I didn't want the temptation of having credit cards around. Guys, Americans are almost $1 trillion in debt from credit cards. And not just that, but the average American household has thousands of dollars in credit card debt. And I know some folks use credit cards and say, hey, we're going to get the points and we're going to use the points, the cash back rewards for this or that, to travel or airline tickets or whatever. Guys, I get it. I totally understand it. If that's what you want to do, again, personal finance is personal. But for me, it's not the route I wanted to go. And so I stopped using credit cards many years ago. And I haven't suffered from that one bit, right? I still do things I want to do and I still have plenty of money, plenty of cash, but I don't have that temptation to have the credit card around. And I know I could pay it off every single month and all that good stuff, but I just prefer to use cash or to use money that I already have as opposed to swiping a card. And studies also show that the more you swipe the card, the less you feel the pain of using the cash. And so I want to feel the pain because I want to know what's going on with my money. I don't just want it to be out of mind, out of sight. Oh, here's my card, swipe, swipe, swipe. For me, guys, not something I want to do. And it's not a way that I've actually built my wealth. Feel free to drop a comment below, ask me a question, smash the like button, guys, share the video. Now, another thing that I don't use, guys, or I never use is I don't finance cars, okay? I buy all of my cars cash. And I've done that since about the same time, about 2011. I stopped buying cars and financing cars at dealerships or banks or wherever. I didn't worry about that. I said, I'm going to buy all of my cars cash. And ever since then, I have. I bought cars for my children, cash. I bought cars for myself, cash. Of course, I buy older used vehicles that are in great shape, and they tend to work out just fine with no issues. As long as you take care of a car, do the preventive maintenance, change the oil, spark plugs, hoses, transmission fluid, all that type of stuff, brakes. As long as you take care of all that stuff, guys, a car is going to last for a while. Now listen, if you decide to finance a car, totally on you. I just said I don't want to finance cars because I don't want to be putting all that money, monthly payments, and also paying interest on something that's going down in value. Also, don't do the lifestyle creep thing. Now, when I say lifestyle creep, I mean as I make more money and my income goes up, I don't spend more money. Most people are going to make their highest incomes when they get to their 50s, right? Between the ages of 50 and 60, people tend to make the most money they're going to make. And that's the point when people are making more money that people start spending more money typically. So for me, guys, my expenses, other than the cost of living increases that happen naturally because of inflation, other than that, guys, my expenses are almost the same as they were 15 years ago. The same things are being paid on today that was paid on 15 years ago in the household. So for the most part, guys, as I make more money, I don't necessarily spend more money. And what that means is my expenses stay almost the same, even though my income has gone up. And that just means that the cushion between my income and my expenses gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And then what I do with that cushion is I'm able to do things like pay off debt, pay towards an emergency fund, invest more money in either real estate or in the stock market, wherever I'm investing money. So you have more money to play with when you're able to keep your lifestyle the same and you don't let that new lifestyle creep in. Now, another thing I never do is buy lottery tickets, okay? I just don't buy lottery tickets. And I don't buy lottery tickets because I think the lottery system is really a tax on the poor. When you go to a convenience store, especially a convenience store that's in the city, right, in the hood, right, somewhere in the inner city, you'll see lottery everywhere. There'll usually be a glass up between you and the person who's taking your money, right, bulletproof glass, whatever may be there. And it may not be that, but sometimes it is. And you'll see plastered on that glass, this lottery, that lottery, every single lottery that the state participates in will be on that board so you can buy your tickets with the hard-earned money that you have. And now, don't get me wrong. They sell lottery tickets everywhere, right? Rural, inner city, suburbs, lottery tickets are everywhere. But the point is that you really see them plastered really big in the inner city where people have less money. So my thing is, it feels like more of a tax on the poor. You typically have a better chance of being struck by lightning twice in the same day than you have of actually winning the lottery. Now, don't get me wrong, people win the lottery every single day. But for the most part, guys, it's a tax on the poor. It's a tax on people who cannot afford it. If they can get $2 from every single person who can't afford it, now they can pay out the millions, and they can pay the commissioner's salary, and they can pay other administrative fees. The point is, guys, is I don't do lottery because I don't like to throw my money at chance. So I never play the lottery. Now, another thing that I never do is I never spend all of my money only on me, right? Only on myself, because I believe that you should be a giver. You should be generous with your money, right? You should be giving your money. Now, every time I get paid, giving is at the very top of my budget. It's one of the very first things I do. Besides investing in my future, besides food and things like that, right? Utilities, mortgage, is giving. It's right up there at the very top because it's very important to me. It's part of my value system in terms of what I like to do with my finances and with money is give. Help other people, whether it's tithing to a church, giving to a cause that you believe in, helping somebody, anybody, somebody that needs it, right? Somebody that needs help. If you can do that on a regular basis, that'll add a lot to your life. Trust me, guys. It's just about, just because you have money doesn't mean that you shouldn't help other people with money. It's a principle. Giving is a principle. When you give, it comes back to you, right? Everything you have on this earth or get on this earth shouldn't be hoarded up just for you. You should be giving something to other people. And me, I give something every single time I get paid because it's a value that I strongly believe in. So I never take all of my money and spend it all on me. Some of it is going to help other people every time I get paid. Now, another thing that I never do with money is I never, ever, ever buy anything that's depreciating in value that's a big ticket item. Now, obviously, I got to have clothes and food and things like that. But I don't invest my money, large amounts of money, in things that are going down in value. Sort of like earlier I talked about the car. Cars go down in value. I don't want to invest my money in that. I never put money in something, large amounts of money, that's going down in value, because that's a sure way for your net worth to decrease and ultimately have less money. So for me, that's a no-no. Now, the final thing I do is this, guys. I never, ever, ever put money on a pedestal and worship money or worship the people who have the most money. So I never, ever, ever want to actually give money too much credit, because if you put money on a pedestal, ultimately you'll end up doing something that you don't want to do for money, or your value system will be tested because somebody will offer you more money to do something that you don't want to do, you don't believe is right. So I don't put money on a pedestal. I don't sacrifice my morals. I don't sacrifice my values. I don't sacrifice my character for money. Now, that's really important, right? Because you see nowadays, guys, you see so many people that are willing to do whatever it takes for the money. Or you'll hear people say, well, at least they're getting paid, as if money is the most important thing in the world. And I'm telling you, Smart Money Bro, on this Smart Money Bro channel, YouTube channel, it's not. Money is not the most important thing in the world. Money is not the end all be all. Money is not the main thing that will make you happy in life, right? Money is not that. Money is not all that, right? There's other ways to build wealth. There's other ways to be wealthy besides having a lot of money, right? So don't worship money, right? Don't put money on a pedestal where it's the end all be all and you're going to do whatever it takes to get that money. That's not really a smart way to look at money. Money is just a tool. Money is just one currency amongst many other types of currencies like friendship, love, time. There's so many different things I can sit here and name about where you should put money in its proper place. And the fact that money is just one tool in the toolbox of wealth. It's just one piece of currency amongst a whole bunch of other types of currency. So I never put money on a pedestal. Now, focus on money. There's nothing wrong with focusing on it, but you got to put it in the right perspective when you're doing that. So, hey guys, on this video, I hope I was able to offer at least a little bit of value for you guys to say, hey, what are some things that this person, based on his personal philosophy about money, never does with money? And again, guys, you've got to figure out what is your own personal philosophy with money. What are some of your nevers? Do me a favor, drop that in the comment below. I want to know, what are some things you never do or never will do with money? And if you got anything at all out of this video, smash the like button below for me. It helps the algorithm and it pushes this information out to more and more people. Share the video, subscribe if you're not a subscriber, and turn your notifications on for me. The best person that's going to take care of the old you is the young you. Do me a favor, take care of yourself and always take care of other people. Until the next video, peace.